Hello everyone and welcome back to 2K14 Universe.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing 223 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
We are kicking things off with the man that almost became WWE Champion last night at Survivor Series. And with Survivor Series behind us, TLC is the future, and right now, the future of Monday Night Raw. There are a lot of people clawing at it, chomping at the bit for a shot at Randy Orton's WWE Championship, and we have been told that here tonight there will be a few qualifying matches in which if certain superstars are to win, they will be added to a TLC match with Randy Orton. It could be a one-on-one, it could be a triple threat, a fatal four-way. Here tonight, Dolph Ziggler has said, throw anyone at me, I want another shot at Orton. This is not a qualifying for both men, but whoever this is, if Ziggler beats them, he will be added to the TLC match at TLC. So who is Dolph Ziggler's opponent tonight? Oh no.
Approaching the ring, weighing 505 pounds, Yokozuna. Listen to this.
This is not good for Dolph Ziggler. He wanted a shot at the WWE Championship. As I mentioned before, if Yokozuna wins here tonight, he is not added to the TLC match. It was strictly a challenge to the general manager to find an opponent fit for Dolph. Another opportunity potentially for Dolph Ziggler if he can beat Yokozuna tonight, which would be incredible. Dolph Ziggler will be added to the TLC match at the upcoming TLC event. So it could end up being just a one-on-one. It could end up being a triple threat, fatal four-way, or even a six-man TLC match, which does not exist, so a six-man ladder match. For Randy Orton's WWE Championship at TLC, but this is not a very pretty first opponent. I mean, obviously, I imagine if you knock off Dolph Ziggler, maybe an opportunity will be given to Yokozuna later down the line, like an opportunity to qualify in his own right. But for Dolph tonight, all he's got to do is knock off Yokozuna, but at the same time, he's got to knock off Yokozuna. Now, Dolph holds 2 victories over the WWE Champion Randy Orton, so don't underestimate him, but this is not an easy way to kick off the night after losing to Orton at TLC. I feel like his entrance music says it best. This man is here to show the world right now. He's here to prove on. Whoa, Dolph! Sleeper hold! What? Dolph Ziggler into a sleeper hold immediately! Oh my god! He caught Yokozuna's foot just immediately into his finishing move. Holy hell, what on earth, Dolph? No, you can't. No. Dolph Ziggler, I suppose desperation set in there, starting this one off with a sleeper hold. What a way to start this match. That was crazy. That really took me by surprise. Dolph simply catching at one kick attempt for Yokozuna and locking him in his sleeper hold immediately. Now you may be wondering what the other qualifying matches for TLC are. There is no saying if there'll be many more after tonight, but one contender for the WWE Championship will be determined later on tonight. One man who holds a pinfall victory over the WWE Champion, Randy Orton. I'm talking about The Miz. Will be in a one-on-one match with one of the sole survivors in one of the 2 Survivor Series matches last night. However, it was the SmackDown one, but still, he's given an opportunity as he was a sole survivor, and Shawn Michaels has been pushed to the front of the line. If he can beat The Miz, or if The Miz can beat Shawn Michaels, one of those two will definitely be getting a WWE Championship opportunity at TLC. It'll be either Miz or Michaels. However, obviously, if Ziggler beats Yokozuna here tonight, it will be set as a triple threat. And there could be a few more opportunities down the line. We do know that Hulk Hogan has said he'll be making an appearance tonight to address the loss of the NWO. Dolph, I mean, this guy, you know, here to show the world is an understatement. This guy has got one hell of a chip on his shoulder right now about losing last night. I mean, ooh! You can't blame him, though. Dolph Ziggler, he had 2 victories over Randy Orton. He pinned him twice leading into TLC, and he only lost the one where it mattered the most. But the point is, he still has 2 wins in recent memory over Randy Orton. Obviously, for Randy, I imagine he's going to want Dolph to lose here tonight, knowing that he has to face either The Miz or Shawn Michaels. I imagine he's going to hope nobody else qualifies for the WWE Championship TLC match. Orton is not here to compete tonight. Whether or not he's actually here is a whole other story. I don't know that, but he's not here to compete at the very least. He's not scheduled for tonight's show. But yes, I was saying before, Hulk Hogan is scheduled. Oh my God, scheduled for tonight's episode of Raw to address the NWO's loss, to let us know who will be getting shafted from the NWO, if he will step up and do exactly as he said, step down from being the leader of the NWO. The Shield's singles championship opportunity as well tonight, as Dean Ambrose faces Cody Rhodes in the main event for the United States Championship. And that is actually one of 2 championship matches we have here tonight. Great reversal by Dolph Ziggler. There's one of 2 championship matches we have here tonight, as Cradle DDT. The European Championship will also be on the line in just a couple matches time. Cover attempt here by Dolph Ziggler. Is this going to be the end of Yokozuna? No. I tell you, Dolph is so focused, and the fans are behind him.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
What is going on here? Well, a win is still a win for Dolph Ziggler, and it looks like perhaps he's looking to take Yokozuna out. This would be very uncharacteristic for Dolph Ziggler, but something has really snapped in this guy. Dolph, you don't need to do this. You don't need to... Ooh! Dolph Ziggler, and I mean, besides Yokozuna, he could have taken that thing down if he just knocked him into it, but Dolph Ziggler driving Yokozuna through the barricade, and perhaps he knew he wasn't going to be able to choke out Yokozuna. Maybe he knew he wasn't going to be able to keep him down for a 3 count. And Dolph getting a little ahead of himself. Yokozuna's back up. Dolph, get off your... He's saying no. It's too late. There you go. Yokozuna is back inside the ring. Ooh. Thrust kick by Yokozuna. The barricade breaks. Still not enough to keep the big man down. Oh, man. And as I mentioned before, the European Championship will be on the line tonight as well. Kofi Kingston, very brave for accepting this challenge after overcoming 5 men last night at the Survivor Series. He was asked, are you prepared to defend that championship tonight again? Kofi said yes. So after an impressive... belly to belly here from a Yokozuna. No, not an impressive belly. Oh, here comes Hogan. I know he had some issues with Yokozuna in the past. What is he doing here? Yokozuna, drop kick. Yeah, I know the last time we saw Yokozuna, I believe he'd cost Hulk Hogan a shot at the WWE Championship. Something to that effect. I believe he got very involved with Hulk Hogan one way or another, and I guess Hogan hasn't forgotten. Uh-oh. Dolph Ziggler really avoiding that chokeslam for a second time there, and flattens him out. But anyway, sorry, I keep getting distracted. The European Championship, yes. So after an extremely impressive performance, eliminating almost everyone from the Battle Royal, Bryce Walker will be getting another opportunity at Kofi Kingston's European Championship. But on top, after defeating both Bryce and Antonio Cesaro, and I believe even Kofi Kingston, I could be wrong with that. Maybe not Antonio Cesaro. I think that's who he lost to. Daniel Bryan will be out of that match. Got a triple threat for the European Championship coming up tonight. Kofi Kingston, very bold for accepting this triple threat challenge. And Hulk Hogan, what are you doing? Oh my God! What the hell is Hogan doing? Take down there by Dolph Ziggler, and this guy is not backing down. I mean, I don't know. Is Hogan out here to help him? Is he out here to screw this match up in general? Is this about Yokozuna? Is this about Dolph? What is Hogan's reason? You'd think after losing such a huge main event match last night that Hogan would be more focused on the future of the NWO and himself than whatever business he has with this match. Unless he's trying to make a new ally out of Dolph. I mean, remember, it was Dolph that brought Hogan in. He was Dolph's surprise partner at the very early part of the season. against the real Americans. They never really had a falling out. Hogan just kind of did this whole NWO thing. I don't think they ever really had any issues between them, so maybe there's still some kind of an alliance between Dolph and Hogan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Dolph, look out. Oh, that's one choke slam he couldn't avoid. And Yokozuna getting right in the face of Hulk Hogan. Dolph is laid out. Dolph is done. Oh, he's up. And it looks like Yokozuna has been, he's finally had enough. He's getting out there. He's dealing with okay. Never mind, he gave him one kick as a warning shot from Yokozuna. Legs, a zigzag would have been perfect there as he got in the ring. Double attempt here by Dolph Ziggler, and I think Hogan has decided to let this one go, and oh, just in time. Zigzag by Dolph Ziggler on Yokozuna, and Ziggler will be getting another shot at the WWE title at TLC. Absolutely huge victory, but was Hogan necessary? Does Hogan have an alliance with Dolph Ziggler? Well, I don't really know if perhaps there's something between these two that we don't know, or if this was just an issue between Hogan and Yokozuna, but either way, Dolph Ziggler with a massive victory over Yokozuna as he continues to build momentum. Seems like last night was a one-off loss for Dolph, and he's getting another opportunity at TLC. Well, this is a big opportunity for The Miz here tonight. I cannot remember the last time this guy got a shot at the WWE Championship. Probably wasn't that long ago, actually, truthfully, but it feels like it's been quite some time since The Miz has been in the spotlight for the WWE title, and obviously after defeating Randy Orton just last week here on Raw, just 6 days before Orton defended that title at TLC, it's understandable that The Miz would be one of the front runners for the WWE Championship. But here tonight, he faces off against someone who potentially equally has a rightful shot at the WWE Championship right now. A man who was one part of a sole surviving team. All 3 members making it to the end of that one. It may have been a one-time deal, but it was great to see D-Generation X back in action. Of course, with John Cena on their side, that was a fantastic trio, to say the least. Shawn Michaels returns here to Monday Night Raw, and one man who's been a thorn in his side as of late is Scott Hall, who Shawn Michaels, remember, said prior to Survivor Series, he said, look, kiss your time here on Raw goodbye, because I'm telling you now, Hogan's going to kick you to the curb. You're the biggest threat. You're a front runner for the WWE Championship. He doesn't like that. So I guess we'll see if what Shawn Michaels predicted about Hulk Hogan is true or not. This guy used to work alongside him in a sense. No, he didn't. He got kicked out. What am I saying? Got kicked out by Hogan. I think they were in the group for a little while together, right? Yeah. Yeah, they worked together for a little while. The NWO have had quite a long history here on Raw, especially when you consider that they predated as the Click back in like season 2 or 3. They've been around for a long time. Yeah, here we go. Shawn Michaels, who hasn't held the WWE Championship since 2010, the very start of the year, where he won the championship in an Elimination Chamber from his partner, Triple H. Went on to lose it just a few weeks later at WrestleMania 1 in the main event to Christian. The first ever Royal Rumble winner was Christian. And now we look here tonight. Oh! At The Miz and Shawn Michaels. And I feel like this is a match we haven't seen too much in the past, actually. But one of these two will advance to join Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton, making a triple threat at TLC. There's no telling if that will be added upon or if that will be it. I tell you, I think Yokozuna got screwed moments ago. Now, I don't know whether Dolph Ziggler is at fault for taking advantage of that, or if Dolph Ziggler maybe knows something we don't know about Hulk Hogan's inclusion. I don't know. We'll hear from Hulk Hogan after the next match. Hulk Hogan is set to make an appearance and speak about NWO's loss. We're still waiting on the news of that.
And did you hear the impact on that kick?
Of course, as I mentioned before, our main event tonight for the United States Championship. Cody Rhodes defending against Dean Ambrose. These two have faced off before, but Dean Ambrose a whole other level of motivated right now. Ooh, after the Shield won at Survivor Series. It was a tough loss with Seth Rollins being eliminated at the start, but they managed to bounce back and defeat all three members, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Oh, I smacked my microphone as I scratched my beard. Whoopsie. I just had an itch. I was like, I'm gonna quickly scratch that. I just washed like 10 minutes ago. Well, not 10 minutes ago, but you know what I mean, like not that long ago, like maybe half an hour ago, and kind of really dry and hot in here, so it's making my beard a bit itchy. You gotta love it. You gotta love winter. It's either freezing cold, or you put your heating on and it becomes extremely dry, and there is no balance. Right now, Miz really getting the best of Shawn Michaels. I mean, I must admit, he wasn't exactly the key part of Team Triple H at Survivor Series last night in the win over the Coalition. I feel like, Miz didn't even get a spot at Survivor Series, and I feel like, for as great as the Miz's history is, I feel like it's almost criminal when you think about the omissions the Miz has had over the years. Drives the face of Shawn Michaels into the mat, and cover attempt, just a 2 count.
The WWE universe is going crazy now. They thought that was going to be it. They thought Michaels was going to be
I tell you, Miz looking very impressive against Shawn Michaels here tonight. Michaels can't be at 100%. You know, I think he was kind of protected in that Survivor Series matchup. We did see quite a bit of competition from him, I think, but obviously, I think like being able to rely on his partners maybe helped him, but you can't forget the razor's edge he took on the outside just 6 days before Survivor Series. I thought there was no way we were going to see Shawn Michaels. I mean, I wasn't even expecting him in the first place as the partner because he's not a SmackDown superstar, but whatever the Miz is trying to do, Shawn Michaels is having none of it. And it's when you see them get thrown over the ropes like that you remember that the Royal Rumble is just 2 weeks away. I cannot wait. I love the Royal Rumble. Oh, Miz. Getting ready for that skull-crushing finale. Takes him down. Has the Miz just joined Dolph Ziggler in being a part of the WWE Championship match? No. Shawn Michaels going strong still. By the time Miz is dominating. I don't know what happened to the guy that was hiding behind Goldberg for a majority of this season, but I hate to say it, but for the first time in the Miz's 3-year career, he doesn't seem to be hiding behind anyone. Real mean streak here tonight. We've seen Miz in a lot of situations. The Miz fits, teaming with Jericho, teaming with Morrison, teaming with Goldberg. This guy's always had someone to watch his back, and Goldberg's still on the Raw roster. Rest assured, he is under contract exclusively by The Miz, though, and we haven't seen him in quite some time. And Miz really seems to be taking care of business for himself tonight. Michael's getting brutalized in there. He keeps kicking out, though. I'll give him credit. I think this may be it. Skull-crushing finale. Miz into the cover, and The Miz joins the WWE Championship Triple Threat, and obviously with The Miz and Ziggler's association a couple weeks ago, Randy Orton right now is in a very unfavorable situation for his title defense at TLC. The Miz and Dolph Ziggler both will get a WWE Championship opportunity, and I think we may need Shawn Michaels to take some rest because he was nowhere near 100% tonight. That was brutal. The Miz absolutely destroying Shawn Michaels. Well, anyway, you know, we got to move on. And up next, the European Championship is on the line. Can Kofi Kingston overcome Bryce Walker and Daniel Bryan, the former New Millennia, facing off against Kofi Kingston in this huge European Championship triple threat? I'll tell you, if Kofi retains tonight, give this man some time off. Give this man some rest, because he has been busting his ass recently. Disregard that at the top. I'll explain in a second.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the European Championship. Making his way to the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, he is the European Champion, Kofi Kingston.
Well, I made a slight mistake when I was setting up the matches. I accidentally pressed simulate instead of save because they're right next to each other. Isn't that cool? And then there's no like, are you sure when you press it? It just immediately simulates. So, I had to go into exhibition for this match, so that's why it said that we were in a different. This match was actually taped in another time, quite a while ago. Pre-taped match.
The challengers, representing the New Millennium.
What? What? No. They might be a team in the non-universe file. Don't worry, they're not. I'm not like swerving you. They're not like secretly back together. I'm doing this in exhibition. I don't know why I'd have made them a team in exhibition, but I think I did. Well, anyway, Bryce had an incredible performance at Survivor Series last night. He may not have come out with the championship, but he made it right to the end. Really good performance. I think he eliminated 3 of the 5 guys in that match. Very, very good performance, and that is why he has been granted another opportunity at the European Championship tonight. But one man who is definitely at the front of the line for the European Championship, we said this before, is the third participant in this match who is really taking their time to load. There you go.
Representing the New
No,
Millennium
he's
from
not.
Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 192 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Justin Roberts needs to watch the damn show. He doesn't keep up with anything. He thinks a coalition are called the Coal Miners, and now he's like, oh yeah, the New Millennia. No, you dumbass. They've not been the New Millennia for so long. Idiot. Well, this should be a good triple threat match, I tell you. 3 fine talents here on Raw. It really feels like we're in a different era of Raw. I don't know how to explain it. Something feels really different recently. Oh yeah, that's right. There's the main title introduction. I was shutting up because I thought it was going to get cut. This should be a good triple threat. I'm interested in finding out who's going to walk away the European Championship. Can Kofi Kingston continue what's been a great reign? Well, here we go. Kicked to the midsection by Kofi, and obviously, yeah, I was going to say, these two are definitely going to be able to work as a tag team in this one. They have a lot of chemistry and history amongst them. Up next, we hear from Hulk Hogan, who is scheduled to compete following his announcement tonight. There's no saying who he's up against, but his announcement is up next. Will we be saying goodbye to Hulk Hogan? I mean, that wasn't necessarily that anyone had to leave Raw. That's the thing. Is like, it was kind of a gray area of like, if you can't team with your members, would you leave them behind? So like Dean Ambrose, for example, he said, look, I'll honor, I won't team with the Shield anymore, but I'm going to be moving to SmackDown because it's going to be too hard for me to not meddle in their affairs, and that's going to go against management and what we agreed upon and so on. Whereas Hulk Hogan just kind of said, oh, I'll handle it. He didn't really explain what his plan was. So I'm interested in finding out what is going on with the NWO up next. Right now we focus on these guys. Oh, big elbow there by Daniel Bryan. Across the chest of Kofi Kingston. Kofi, well, that feels a little early to be doing that, Kofi. What? Remember, this is not a elimination triple threat. This is first fall to the finish. But this is falls count anywhere as well. Kofi does not have to be involved in the result of this match to lose his European Championship. It'd be a shame for him to lose it that way. He's almost at 100 days as European Champion, I believe, and he's been a really good champion. I feel like he's really stepped up. I feel like, honestly, he's one of those champions that I feel like when he loses the European Championship, he shouldn't pursue a rematch. I think he should move up. He should go for the United States Championship, maybe find a partner and go for the tag titles, you know, something else. I think there's so much available for Kofi Kingston that it would be a crying shame for him to settle for remaining at the European Championship, when I feel like he could branch out, he could find more in himself. Daniel Bryan up top and drops down the knee but misses. You know, Kofi has never actually held anything other than the European and Cruiserweight Championships. For as long as he's been around, it's kind of surprising actually. I feel like he deserves so much more. Big chop. Daniel Bryan's turn to waste his comeback. Very cool. And we have the United States title on the line in the main event tonight. Cody Rhodes and Dean Ambrose. I say, actually, matter of fact, speaking of nice teamwork there. Speaking of the situation I just said with Kofi Kingston and the you know, moving up from the European Championship. Whilst Cody hasn't held the US title nearly as long, you know, it's only been since SummerSlam. If he loses that title to Dean Ambrose tonight, I would like to mention that Cody has picked up a victory over Dolph Ziggler, and you know, he has achieved a lot when it comes to the current main event scene of Monday Night Raw. I feel like, Bryce Walker must have made a huge mistake there. I feel like perhaps Cody could try to get a spot in that TLC match, and nice reversal by Kofi Kingston. Heated exchange in this triple threat. There's definitely quite a lot of history when it comes to those involved in this match right now. As I mentioned before, both Bryce and Daniel Bryan hold victories over Kofi Kingston. Bryan holds victories over... Oh! What? What was that finish? What the hell? Well, there it is. That was so out of the blue. What? Bryce, what were you doing? I feel like things are far from over between Bryce and Bryan after Bryce wasn't involved in the result, and now Bryan has got what Walker has been pursuing. So there's even more tension in the air between those two. But hey, Kofi Kingston, as I mentioned before, I think this is an opportunity to move up to the United States Championship. We're not done. Don't worry about that in the corner. This is an opportunity to move up to the United States Championship now, rather than pursue this champion. Let those two fight over it. Move on up. Go for that United States title. That's my suggestion to Kofi Kingston. Either way, huge props to Daniel Bryan tonight on this major win. Finally European champion once again. As we move on up next, we're going to find out from Hulk Hogan what is going on with the NWO. Well, here we go. Let's not forget Hogan is scheduled for a match following this, so he will still be getting his introduction. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing 280 pounds, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, he certainly doesn't seem to be wearing any of the NWO... I mean, sorry, he does still seem to be wearing the NWO branding. It doesn't seem like he's separated himself from it at all, which would kind of further fuel the rumors that Hogan was not willing to step down from being the leader of the New World Order even after losing. I did notice he wasn't introduced as a member of the New World Order, but obviously our ring announcer is pretty goddamn stupid, so that doesn't really mean anything. We do have a microphone prepared for Hulk Hogan and an interviewer a standby. I'm very interested in finding out what is going on with this guy right now and what will be the future of the NWO coming out of this one. I mean, maybe it's symbolic. Maybe he's tearing the shirt off one last time, you never know. I guess let's wait and find out. Whoa, hold on a minute. Hogan gets done with his interview and look who's back.
And approaching the ring,
Oh boy.
Minnesota, weighing 287 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
Well, first of all, I gotta say that is some very deplorable actions from Hulk Hogan. What a coward. Kicking both members of the NWO not only out of his group, but getting them off of Raw entirely. Because they both got pinned and he got eliminated via DQ. Well, Hogan, now you reap what you sow because there is no one to protect you from the man you wronged months ago. Oh, this karma's gonna be a real bitch. Well, here we go. Hogan going straight in for the shots at Brock Lesnar and... Oh. Hogan, I mean, he's starting off pretty strong against Brock. Uh-oh. We haven't seen Lesnar in quite some time. He suffered a loss to Hulk Hogan a while back. Oh boy, Brock Lesnar goes straight in for the Kimura lock. And we should have known he was going to be merciless. Remember, Hulk Hogan has no protection, no backup anymore, unless Dolph really is associated with this guy. But does Dolph really want to cross Brock Lesnar? That is the question. Big elbow to the face of Brock. Former two-time World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar, synonymous with TLC and World Championships. And obviously that's just round the corner. Could he be joining Randy Orton, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler in that TLC match maybe? Remember, it was TLC 2 years ago that Brock Lesnar won his first World Heavyweight Championship from Sheamus, ending his record-setting World Heavyweight Championship reign. Brock Lesnar. Just, oh my god, Lesnar is wasting no time. Laying into Hulk Hogan. Remember, no protection. That's the best part here. None of that interference anymore. Just this guy all by himself. That's what he signed up for. He is the New World Order, he said. We'll see how that works out for him. Back and forth between these two, and I tell you, Hogan he's managing to get some moves off. Remember the last time these two faced off, Hogan did beat Brock Lesnar one-on-one. Scott Hall got very involved in that match though. Now if Hogan can beat Lesnar on his own accord tonight, that would be very impressive. Oh, Lesnar with a second F5. Oh, he's not exactly trying to make this match pretty tonight. He's just trying to make a statement. Cover on Hulk Hogan, and he kicked out. I mean, I'll give him credit. He did kick out. Hogan getting fired up. No, Lesnar, don't fall for it. Why does everyone always fall for it? Stop punching him. Just kick him in the nuts. You'd never expect that. Off the ropes, big boot. Hogan coming off the ropes. Is he going to connect with the leg drop? Got him. Fans went real quiet. They were cheering this match like crazy. And oh, Lesnar kicking out at 2. It's going to take a lot more than just one leg drop to put Lesnar away. Lesnar with a takedown into a cover here. Doesn't really feel like a very Lesnar way to try and finish Hogan. Oh my god! A third F5! Holy hell! Most realistic Lesnar match ever. I mean, there's not been a single suplex yet, but like... 3 F5s. Brock Lesnar... What?! Most realistic Hogan action. Oh, that doesn't work for me, brother.
He was one step ahead on that one.
These two are shooting right now. They've gone crazy. Brock Lesnar came out here with a mission, and my God, it would really make it be a statement, I guess, in the benefit of Hulk Hogan if he could beat Lesnar tonight. I mean, I'll give credit where credit's due. If he puts Lesnar away tonight, perhaps he didn't need those two in his corner. Perhaps he is fine on his own. He's managing to get the best of Lesnar now. I really thought this was going to be one-sided for a bit. Oh boy, another Kimura lock. Lesnar is he's got that thing locked in tight. Hogan he's freaking out. He's freaking out, man. Nah, dude, you're gonna have to snap my arm off before I'll ever tap, brother. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting classic Lesnar. Perhaps that one German suplex was all he needed. That's what he's thinking. Cover attempt here on Hulk Hogan. It's over. Brock Lesnar is back on Monday nights. Oh, what a statement that was made here.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
I don't know what the future holds for Brock. I'd have to imagine he's got his sights set on the WWE Championship. That's what he initially had his sights set on before the NWO targeted him. He's gotten his revenge here tonight. Randy Orton, I'd brace yourself. This might be a man gunning for your championship. Brock Lesnar. Oh, he's back, baby. Well, anyway, we move on. Up next, it is main event time. The United States Championship is on the line. Can Dean Ambrose complete the trifecta? Will the Shield be covered in gold? We find out up next. Well, will tonight be the night that this man loses the United States Championship? To him, I think that would be a heartbreaking loss. But listen, man, I'm saying exactly what I said about Kofi Kingston. He loses that title tonight. It's the beginning of something bigger. I think this man has proven that he has what it takes to compete for the WWE Championship. TLC is right around the corner. There's plenty of spaces open in what could end up being a massive WWE Championship match. Right now, it's a triple threat. I think Cody could maybe get himself into that WWE Championship match. I'd like to see it, but obviously tonight, if he retains against Dean Ambrose, a great reign continues, and I think Cody has done a good job. I think he's the third combined longest reigning US champion now in history. Combined, that is. Let me double check that.
And introducing the challenger. From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 215 pounds, Dean Ambrose.
As of tonight, Cody Rhodes ties Dolph Ziggler's combined total of 148 days. This is his 92nd day as United States Champion in his second reign. His first title reign only 56 days. There is one important note, though, and that is that this is his third title defense. The last time he defended that title for the third time, Cody lost that title. That was the main event of SummerSlam. Here tonight, in the main event of Raw, will history repeat itself? I don't know. If Cody walks out here tonight, his next obstacle to try and overcome would be to pass 100 days, I'd imagine, which he's just a little over a week away from. Seems like a pretty reachable goal. What a way to close out tonight's episode of Raw. The United States Championship getting a well-deserved spotlight in the main event between two very hard-working, top-tier superstars here on Raw. I could inevitably see main eventing Raw many times down the line, or SmackDown, wherever they may end up. This is a real opportunity to prove oneself for the both of these two. Cody Rhodes has been incredible lately as United States Champion, but it was last night at Survivor Series that we felt a paradigm shift, so to speak, a whole new era. I think that's why Raw feels so different tonight. The NWO are out of the picture. They've been really you know, hogging up that main event spotlight for quite some time now. Obviously, we still have Hogan, but I think Brock Lesnar may have just taken care of him. Speaking of Brock Lesnar, I have an announcement to do with him in just a moment. But yeah, tonight, this is all about, obviously, if Dean Ambrose loses tonight, there's no shame. I feel like these two are going to tear the roof of this place. This is going to be a big match. I don't think this one's going to be short by any means. Apparently, Dean has instructed Seth and Roman to stay out of this. He says he wants this one-on-one opportunity with Cody Rhodes tonight. Rhodes has earned his respect in the past by defeating him one-on-one. And this is about pride, really. Dean Ambrose was one of the 2 sole survivors of Team Shield. Successful title retention for Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And a US title opportunity earned for Dean Ambrose here tonight. And of course, best of all, the end of the NWO on Monday nights. It's a shame to see both Scott Hall and Kevin Nash gone. I feel like Scott Hall had so much potential to be a big contender here on Raw, but unfortunately that is the end of his run here on Raw. Whether or not either of those two or both of those two will go to SmackDown, I don't know, but definitely a big loss for Raw in those two. I feel like a lot of people would rather trade off Hulk Hogan for the both of those two in this universe as it currently stands. Kevin Nash, actually, as a matter of fact, for those who don't know, since his debut on Season 2, Kevin Nash has never left Monday Night Raw. Always been a part of Raw. Anyway, I have an announcement to do with next week's episode of Raw. Following both of them qualifying for the WWE Championship, perhaps there will be a little love lost between these two, because next week on Raw, The Miz and Dolph Ziggler go one-on-one with each other. Also coming your way next week on Raw, we'll find out if a 4th man will be added to the TLC match. Now, you may be wondering who that 4th man is. Well, Randy Orton will be the deciding factor in this one. We got a massive main event coming your way for Raw next week. Randy Orton goes one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. And if Randy can beat Lesnar, he will keep him out of the WWE Championship match. But if Lesnar defeats Randy, it will become a fatal 4-way for the WWE Championship at TLC. Also confirmed for next week's Raw, Hulk Hogan will be going one-on-one with Yokozuna. I'm kind of enjoying this comeuppance era of Hulk Hogan, you know. He's really going to learn the hard way how much he actually relied on those two. And best of all, next week on Raw, we're getting the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I haven't seen this guy in quite some time. Wonder if him and Foley will continue to focus on the tag team titles. Obviously, the Shield are going to need some new contenders. So maybe. Or if this is perhaps his time to focus on becoming WWE Champion once again.
There's going to be a lot of offense in this match.
I'll tell you, I feel bad for Randy Orton, though. The more people that get added to that WWE Championship match at TLC, the harder it's going to be for him to retain that title. It's not the same as Kofi Kingston, where, you know, last night at Survivor Series, whilst what Kofi achieved was massive, do not get me wrong, it was humongous what Kofi Kingston achieved last night at Survivor Series. Obviously, in a sense, it's a shame he then lost the title here tonight, but I think the future is very bright for Kofi, especially after surviving what he did last night. But the difference being, obviously, that one's just simple, retrieve the title to win. It could end in an instant. You know, you take a look at when Randy Orton won the Money in the Bank contract. It'd be coming full circle for him to lose the title in the same manner that got him into the title picture. Someone could just grab that title 3 minutes into the match, even. Anything can happen.
Now, who does a methodical pace benefit, Ken? Well, whenever the dominating competitor takes his time, it gives everybody a chance to catch
It's been a
the
good competitive match so far between these two. It feels very evenly split, although I got to say Dean Ambrose has been pretty impressive. I tell you, this guy's broke into the top 10 of the WWE Championship contendership in his own right, but I respect that he has set his sights on the United States title right now. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right now. We got this great blurred line. Oh! Just making a neck breaker of his own. Every time I see that, I'm like, it's kind of the Crossroads, but not really. because they do it from the front.
If you're just joining us, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Alongside the Hall of Famer.
That sweep takes out Cody, and Dean Ambrose getting real vicious here. No news yet on when The Rock will be back, by the way. We've been waiting to find out about when he'll return. I don't think he'd settle for a return at TLC in that multi-man match. That man knows he's got a one-on-one title shot whenever he wants to come back and claim it.
And you're watching the longest running weekly episodic television show in history. This is Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose is on the receiving end of a tremendous beating.
Here comes the neck breaker from Ambrose once again. Someone just said Ambrose sucks. That was very mean. Surprisingly, no finishing moves from either one of these two this long into the match. I mean, I knew this one was going to go long. I knew this was going to be hard-hitting. Two very determined superstars. And even though we've only got 5 matches here on Raw now, this one's still going pretty long here tonight. As was to be expected, though. We got some great matches out of this.
Again, the championship title at stake in this contest.
Big right hand to the face of Cody Rhodes, and Dean Ambrose now coming off the top with a superplex.
Look at this.
And Dean, ooh, the stretch locked in on Cody Rhodes. Will he make the US champ tap out? I believe that is a finishing hold of Dean Ambrose, but Cody hung in there. Cody may only have 2 defenses under his belt, but I feel like this US title reign has really matured Cody. I feel like he's stepped up so much since becoming United States champion. Oh man, I really thought we were going to see a disaster kick from right there. I know it's in his moveset, but the AI is too dumb to ever do it. He had a signature too? Oh, that's so lame. Alabama Slam. This could be the beginning of the end here for Dean. There'd be no shame in losing to Cody a second time, I tell you. This could be a huge win. Fans don't seem to be in support of Cody winning here tonight. Cover attempt off the crossroads, and Dean Ambrose kicks out. Cody with a reversal to Ambrose, back and forth.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got. This could be huge.
There's a neck breaker of his own.
When Cody Rhodes is working on all
So much fire in this match.
so dangerous. Telegraphed, and Cody reverses. Watch it.
Big elbows to the face of Cody Rhodes.
No block. He's begging for it.
Uh-oh, Cody. For a second time. I think if he hits this one, it's all over. Dean Ambrose, second crossroads, this time towards the center of the ring, too. That's gotta be it. Cody into the cover. Cody retains the United States Championship. A great showing from Dean Ambrose. But I tell you, Cody has been a great United States Champion, and he will continue to be one going through tonight. What a great showing, though. No shame in that loss. You gotta remember, that's coming off the heels of a damn near 25-minute Survivor Series match just 24 hours ago, too. Great performance from Dean Ambrose tonight. Cody Rhodes still the United States Champion, though. And it looks like this man is likely to pass 100 days as US Champ. And he's got no signs of stopping anytime soon. I'm telling you, mark my words, I want to see it. Kofi and Cody for that US title. Make it happen. Either way, I thank you all for watching tonight's Raw, and I'll see you on NXT.